are. Good.
Audio Jungle.
Got him.
Audio Jungle.
Well, it is December 31st, and we're out here looking for stink pigs. We have Archery Javelina tag in here. It starts tomorrow. And earlier this morning, we were able to glass up a bunch of deer, and then Justin glassed up some javelina. I think we found 7 of them or so. So we're back out here this afternoon trying to relocate them, make a plan for opening morning.
I see 5. I thought I saw 5 too. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, it's 9:15. We just found that herd of pigs. They moved a decent amount, but kind of closer to us. So we're gonna pack up and make a move, get closer. Here we go. So after we parked, it's been about 2 hours since we classed him up. Bombed off down into a wash, up over another finger ridge, down into another wash. Came all the way up and around, kept winds coming up in our face. So we stopped at this rock outcropping. Really didn't see him. Everybody just paused and waited. And then after
short. That wind that you can hear has been perfect all day. It's perfect right now. The direction we need it to get in on these pigs. We got to 20 to 40 yards from several pigs, and then the wind turned and went right down to them. So trying to get them into shooting lanes, trying to wolf them back in, and no luck. No luck. So we're gonna eat a snack, get back to the Can-Am, head back to camp, regroup, and decide where we want to go. Try to find another herd of pigs because she gone over here. Well, we got to 120 yards of these pigs. Dropped our packs. Kept the wind good. Snuck down here to where we last saw them. And all around that area. And they are gone. So we're hoping that they bedded down somewhere over here. We're just making our way back to the Ranger, and we'll come back here in the morning. Hopefully be able to find them. These things are tough. Well, Jamie glassed up some pigs. It's a different herd than the one we were looking for, but they look like they're in a good spot. So we're gonna make a stock on them. Justin's gonna stay up top, keep an eye on them. So hopefully they can't give us the slip like some of the other pigs yesterday. So here we go. What went down this morning?
Well, we got to the spot we vanished those pigs yesterday from. They Houdini'd us, and decided to glass again. And just up a little further down the way kind of was another rise. So Justin says, hey, go over there. We can glass this other hillside here, kind of up on the opposing ridge. Well, they stayed over there looking for those other pigs. I don't know, I was sitting down for 15 minutes and glassed up 4 pigs on that face over there. Called Justin. They came over. Justin stayed there. Me, Jared, and Zach took off. Ended up, they crusted over this little finger ridge, and they're on this little side here. And so we dropped our packs just at the top. Figured they were right in here somewhere. So we started tiptoeing down here. And
You picked up one.
Yeah, picked up one. And so I picked up one actually just right behind where the camera is. And so I was starting to make a move on him, and I was 30 yards away, and sure enough, and then there ended up being another one just up the hill right here. And he was 20 yards from me, kind of in a bush. He was looking right at me, so I was trying to stay real still. Jared's actually working down further around. We had a little camera malfunction. So I started creeping down to this one that was over here. It was 30 yards. And as I'm creeping, I just looked to my right, and there's one standing at 20 yards. But he's looking right at me, so I'm trying to just be real still. And so I knock an arrow, I draw back, and he's looking at me. He quarters away from me a little bit, and he's just behind a bush, and I literally have like a foot between some bushes to take a shot at him. And so he just starts moving, and like a rookie mistake, I just let that arrow fly. That thing busted into 3 pieces, bam, and that pig took off that way and up over that ridge. But everyone else was just, we didn't see them. Initially we saw 4 pigs,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, there was probably 6. And another one, this one right here, ended up clearing out right about where the camera's at, and 20 yards, and I drilled him, and he just boop. It didn't pass through, but he
flopping around.
Yeah, he died right here. And then they still weren't
I think
too
most
spooked.
of them started going that way.
Yeah.
And I was over here with Zach.
He was still up over here with Zach.
So Jamie says, hey, get over here with me. And so I get over there, and there's pigs moving around, and I draw back, and Jamie's calling ranges. And
25.
And he calls 25 or 26 on one, and I let it go. and it went low.
It was pretty thick. He was running space in between some stuff.
So I start looking around, and I'm trying not to get frustrated, and so I'm like, man, like, because now the pigs are kind of, now like 3 are going that way.
They're starting to get spooked.
And so we're kind of woofing and stuff, and I just turn to my right and look down,
Right
and there's
here.
one broadside right behind the camera right here. And so I draw back, and Jamie ranges it 26
or
something.
Yeah.
So
Just blasted
just
her.
smoked her. So she we'll have to see. I think it might be a heart shot.
Yeah.
And she just ran right here and piled up right next
15 yards.
Right next to this pig.
Yeah, 3 feet from that one.
But the thing that stunk is once we started working our way down to them, once you're down there, you can't see.
Yeah, that's what we ran
There's
into
so
yesterday.
much. So where I had last seen the last pig, I'm like, okay, let's just move slow. Well, the thing is there were still probably 6 or 7 pigs closer to us because we just had stopped and then we started to go again, and there was a pig like 5 yards behind a prickly pear that all of a sudden just like took off. So I'm like, gosh, dang it. So I start woofing, and the pigs just started going everywhere. So I saw one over here to my left, right behind some prickly pear, and I'm like, Zach, 20 yards. So Zach draws back, and he was quartering away from us. He goes through the guts on the one side and blows out, like clips the front shoulder on the back side, so it gets lungs and everything. That pig comes flying out of there, goes down the ravine, and then that was last we saw it. So we go over, find blood, and maybe went 50 yards total and just piled up.
Perfect.
So,
Nice, Zach.
So yeah, I went back, got our packs, came back, and on my way back, I found right where it was standing and found Zach's arrows was 2 pieces.
Oh,
And I'm
nice.
looking at the blood. I hadn't found the pig yet. I had left Zach and went to go get the packs.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at the blood, I'm like, oh yeah, this pig's dead.
Yeah.
So I get closer to Zach, and I'm like, did you find some more blood? And he's like, oh, I found the pig. It's just right here. I'm like, perfect.
Nice.
So,
Good job, Zach.
like a medium-sized boar.
Yeah.
Probably the same as what your sow is.
Yeah. It's Thursday, January 14th. We're back out here looking for some more pigs. Travis has a tag. He wasn't able to come out before with us. So we're going to see if we can get it done today. We just have today. So here we go. Right on that stripe. Hold on. Just follow through, Travis. Got him.